Hi Leos, welcome to your, I was going to say August, but it's September 2017 readings. Hopefully everybody's doing all right. We just had that, what was it, the eclipse in Leo? Oh my goodness. I got a Leo moon. My sister's a Leo. Uh, my moon sits in Aquarius too, which we have the South Node and the North Node moving, Aquarius, or it's already moved, Aquarius and Leo. So hang in there, Leos, okay? Because you guys are being moved, right? Things are being shifted. You're going to be put in the proper direction, okay? And it's like a lot of commotion and change happening, and that can be hard for Leos because you guys are fixed, right? Like, uh, things are going to start looking a lot better, all right? You just got to be patient, it's what it's saying, all right? And also, I'm getting that you're not going to have complete control over things, and that's like driving Leos crazy. But it's, we've been over this before, Leos. It's like the back seat, right? Life's putting you in the back seat, all right? Okay, so for the first card we have is the Knight of Swords. It fell out. See that? Okay. This is a lot of worry, Leos, and you guys worry a lot. Okay, I know people say Geminis think a lot and they talk fast and they're quick thinkers. Believe it or not, Leos, you guys are like that too. You guys think a lot. You overly think too. But this seems in all angles and aspects, okay? And it's like I was saying, you got a lot of change that's going to be happening, and you're not going to have to control over it, and that's okay because what you can't control is not meant to be controlled, okay? You can only control the way you react to the situation, and the universe might be putting you in a position where, okay, your surroundings you're not going to have control over, but now it's time to learn self-control, is what I'm getting. It's self-control you're being learned. There's some things that the universe might be showing you and trying to get you to notice and put in perspective in order to put you on your appropriate path. And I always say this about Leos and Aquariuses because it's your partner sign. You guys have quests, okay? So it's not like you guys can avoid things whether or not you want to. Okay? And you're both fixed. You have quests, you have missions that you have to do. Okay, Leo's King Arthur to me, and Aquarius is Merlin. You guys have things that you need to do. Life's going to ensure that you do them. So don't fight the change, is what I'm getting. Okay, here we go. Okay, we'll do like that. These ones fell out here. So we have the Five of Swords. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords. The Seven of Wands. The King of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. And the Two of Swords. Oh, you guys. Okay, for some of you guys, finances is a big issue for you. Okay. It's like I was saying, the energies. I deal with energies. So, um, the more you worry about, the more you're gonna attract. Okay. So again, it's like going back to what I was saying. Like the universe is trying to get you internally. Okay, you are the conductor. Your body is the conductor. So you're gonna attract what you're putting out. Okay, if you got anxiety, worry, you're worrying about finances, all of this stuff, you're gonna attract that. Okay, uh, your mind. It's your mind that like needs to be clear. Okay, and it needs to be clear. Okay, because if it's not clear, then you're just gonna attract that. Okay, when your mind has decided what it truly wants and it's clear on what it truly wants, it'll attract that, okay? Like, you're not clear on what you want right now, okay? Like, it kind of seems like you're clear on the fact that you want change, but you're not clear on the fact on how to get the change. That's what I'm seeing, okay? Because of that, you've got a lot happening around you. It's attracting a lot around you, okay? You also have a person, okay, this could be a father, it could be, okay, these are general readings. The monthlies are done differently than the mid-months, and I do that for myself because I deal with energy. And I don't have control over my abilities. There's no rule book to this or anything, right? Like, I'm a spiritual person. Um, with We have the Four of Pentacles underneath. I just looked. Uh, in spirituality, it's about self. Okay, so I deal with self. Okay, because it's egotistical out there to be looking at readings on relationships, how to, and you're just trying to get details on how to control another person. All right, or you know, some unhealthy person who has never had a healthy relationship in their life is giving you relationship advice. Like, you know, like that's not it's not what spirituality is used for. Spirituality is used for the self, higher elevation of the self. Okay, so that's what I'm focused on. And in my readings, I need to separate the energies because I'm empathic and I can carry on the energies. And I need to learn how to control my ability as well. You know, this is life. We're all learning, okay? And we're all learning at different steps and on different levels, right? And again, there's no guidebook on how to do this, you know, like on how to have abilities and control the abilities, right? Like for me, I'm so sensitive to the point where if I read comments, I get floods of energy. So like I'm still trying to figure that out. You know, be patient with me, you guys. It's not that I don't want to respond to the comments. It's just that the energy coming at me can be quite overwhelming. And it's like, okay, you're needing to learn how to control your energies here, is what I'm getting. Because you're overwhelmed and you're attracting that. You do, okay, in the monthly readings, back on point here, I got off point. In the monthly readings, when I deal with work, home, and relationships, okay, and in relationships, they come in all forms, okay, they come in the form of friendships, siblings, it could be parents, children, grandparents, coworkers, friends, right? Keep that in mind. Romantic, it can be any one of them, okay? You have somebody around you that is a drinker, okay, and they're drinking because of finances. Or this person who's drinking, okay, I'm getting the sense that they're like, it's like you need to be more supportive towards them because they're older. And what I'm getting, so this could be your father or grandparent, is they're feeling unvalued. They're not feeling valued, so they're suppressing it with drinking. So for those of you out there that have grandparents and father figures around, it's saying that you really need to spend time with those people, okay? Like, it's also saying you might have somebody around you. This could be, it's in relationships at work, a coworker, like I said, anybody. They are self-indulgent and it's toxic to the work environment. I'm getting somebody, it is at work. They they overindulge in something, some sort of substance. It's toxic to the work, okay? Um, rumors and stuff like that, watch that. Don't take part in that, you guys, okay? Like, watch your anger. It's saying really watch your anger. If at work, okay, what seems to be happening is you have the Five of Swords, so that's like one-upmanship, you know, like, um, okay, Leo, there's a chance here you guys can hurt yourself at work by getting too fiery or feeling like you have to fire back at people coming at you. I don't know what it is, like coworkers or bosses or whatever. It's saying not to do that, Leo, because if you do that, you're gonna put it's gonna cause problems. Okay, like this is all fire here. Okay, and I've been over this in a few other readings with Leos. You guys are the sun, so you have the ability to like cause like a solar flare. You know what I mean? And that can really put the swords into everybody. Right? You can cause your own problems here, it's saying. So you need to be balanced. Okay, your emotions, I'm getting your emotions are really off balance. And you need to be practical. Like this guy here, he's practical and calm. All right? Like his emotions kind of simmer inside a bit and he can explode like years later. But this guy, generally speaking, he's upright, so he's healthy. It's talking about you need to do that. You need to let that emotion simmer for a bit, understand where it's coming from. If you are having a lot of stress, then you're going to be very it could attack other people and it can cause problems. If it's going on around you, then saying don't get involved in it, all right? Like people might be wanting to get you involved in it because you have the Ten of Pentacles here. You have this opportunity to get a promotion or something like that. So they're going to start fights and rumors and trying to sabotage you. So it's saying what's best to do is to avoid that at all costs. Don't even play into it. It's communication. Your communication at work needs to be highlighted this month. It's saying, okay, because if you can maintain your communication, then you will reach the Ten of Pentacles, okay? If you can't maintain, it's the swords, it's communication. If you can't maintain your communication, okay, then you're going to create this Ten of Swords. So that means controlling the communication coming at you and then the communication given out, okay? So if you feel like people are talking about other people, you got to remember those people that are coming to you and talking to you about other people are talking about you as well behind your back, right? Because if they're going to do that about other people, what makes you think they're not going to do that about you? You know what I mean? Like, those are the people you want to avoid, okay? Stay away from them. Observe them, but stay away from them because they're trying to sabotage you. Some of you guys at work could be getting a lot of negative messages, okay? So you got some envy around you. Don't play into it, all right? But there's also a warning here, okay, guys, it's ego. Nine of Cups. Okay, so it's like feeling on top, all right? And then like somebody might want to try to burst your bubble and then you react with the Five of Swords and then it's going to cause the Ten of Swords. So it's saying like really watch your emotions, all right? Like 'cause I'm getting like Leo's like in the beginning like change is happening. It's uncomfortable for a Leo to go through it. This is going to make you worry, first of all, like the Nine of Swords, okay? You're going to get emotionally off balance here with the Nine of Cups, and it's going to make you, like, okay, the fixed signs, when they get put into change, you guys can be like bucking Broncos, right? I got a Leo moon, I know about it. And it's saying if you're going to start bucking, all right, this is what's going to happen. The Five of Swords is going to be, you're going to either hurt yourself or you're going to hurt somebody around you. All right. I am getting at work, you need to really, okay, so it's saying if people have questions towards you or you're like, what I'm getting is like, okay, the sword, I'm getting like, it's weird. It's like the Eight of Pentacles card that I see in in this deck, but I'm seeing it in this picture. I'm seeing like, and I say you guys are King Arthur, right? Because you guys have the heart, right? Only King Arthur could use that sword. Okay, this change is happening, so you have the power of King Arthur with that sword. Okay, but your sword is being what I'm getting. This is so weird. Your sword is being like hammered out. Like you need to learn. Okay, it's not, your sword isn't ready for you yet. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so basically what I'm getting is like any communication that happens, okay, because I'm seeing the sword being like a swordsmith, like a blacksmith making the sword, okay? So what that means is that, okay, because it's communication, the sword, you see this guy has two in his hand, all right? And I'm seeing one being made, so that means that it's saying anything coming at you communication-wise, or if you are choosing to want to express yourself, it's saying not to. You need to let that communication, because the sword, I'm seeing the sword being made. So that means that you have to sit before you reply, before you respond. You really have to calculate things, like this guy, the King of Pentacles. So this means you got to see where the other person's coming from, their angle, like like emotional manipulation. You know what I mean? Like it's like taking things with a grain of salt. Okay, some people have some angles that they might be trying to get. Avoid drinking, okay? Like you could be emotionally spending, um, emotionally eating too. The Nine of Cups is eating too. Okay, you need to watch that. All right, like um, the message at work is communication. All right, and like I said, with that, like it need like I'm feeling like it needs to be stressed. Okay, like I'm seeing the sword being built. Okay, and with the cards that you have, okay, what's going to prevent you from the Ten of Swords and the Five of Swords is not reacting to communication. Okay, it's sitting back because your words could be too harsh. It doesn't mean that what you're going to say is wrong. It just means that it needs to be tweaked. So that means by sitting back, because I'm seeing that sword, you need to properly think about how you're going to approach it and how you're going to say it so it's civil and the other person understands it. So it's kind of like negotiation I'm getting, right? So you need to see things from the other perspective and not just think of it as an attack, okay? Because you're going to attack back. That's what it's saying, and that's going to hurt you. So like what the cards are warning you, spirit, universe, I always say universe, I don't know what everybody believes in, something different, is warning you uh, to sit back with your communication and really think about how you're gonna verbalize it, your needs and your wants, right? You gotta watch overindulging though, you guys. Some of you guys, you have the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords, the Seven of Wands for home. Okay, so this is like boundaries, you guys, and I'm feeling like it's finances. There needs to be financial boundaries. So it's like spending. You're spending like this guy, okay, the accountant, is really gonna have to focus this month. You're really gonna have to focus on what you need to cut out of your life, what's no longer serving you. That includes, okay, with the Five of Swords and Ten of Swords, you guys are in this transformation phase. This is cutting people out of your life, but this also means that you need to sit back and observe before you do that. Okay, because it's not only people. There, you have habits and things that you need to get rid of. Emotionally spending, emotionally eating. Um, Okay, I'm seeing for some of you guys, you need to be outdoors. You have animals. I'm seeing dogs. You need to be walking your dogs more outside when you get emotionally off balance to get that balance back. Okay? Some of you might need to get a dog. All right? You might just need a companion around you. But there's boundaries that need to start happening at home. So that means that like um taking responsibility for your own faults, and then the other person taking responsibility for theirs, and then communicating appropriately uh, how you're gonna how you're gonna do that, right? Like, so if you need to sit down and say, okay, we need to start budgeting, then you need to start showing the figures so that other person can see this is where we're going overboard, and this is where we need to cut back and save a little more money. There's things at home. Okay, you might need to be doing this because down the road you might have a rainy day that you need to save for. Watch at work about accidents. Okay, insurance, your insurance. You need to have insurance for work in case something happens. And even at home, you need insurance at home too, I'm seeing. You could have a choice to move, okay? Your choice, though, this month is boundaries. At home, it needs to be healthy boundaries need to be set here, okay, you guys? Whether that's on your end or somebody else's end. Somebody could be overstepping boundaries. Be towards you, or, it goes vice versa. It could be you towards somebody else. I'm also getting like you guys, okay, there's it's almost like a sense of like you guys are like you feel like you're losing control in some manner. Is what I'm getting. I'm getting a very overwhelming feeling. You're not losing control, you're gaining control. You're just seeing control from a different perspective, is what it's saying. Some of you guys are seeing like the control as in you're losing it because like you're not able to have things the way you want it around you. Things aren't going the way you want at work. Things aren't, people aren't doing what they need to do at home. Your friends aren't doing what they need to doing. Okay, well, Leo, it's saying you need to step back. Okay, because that is not true control. Control is this, you, inside. Okay? And the universe is trying to give you control. Okay? Because it appears to me that you guys have had the illusion of having control and you really haven't. Your environment's had the control on you. Not internally. You haven't had control. Because what I'm getting is like if you had true control, okay, that would be just over yourself. You allow people to do what they have to do. You understand that you can't control them or what they think or how they perceive things. Okay? But you need to be the control. You can't control things around you, but you can control yourself. Okay, so it's like the universe is putting you into this position where you need to be in control of yourself, and the outside surroundings are not determining your outcome. Okay, the internal within you is determining the outcome. Okay, so it's like shifting perspective here, you guys. You really need to shift perspective. Okay, you can't make more money right now. Okay, well then it's talking about shift in perspective. You need to be budgeting, cutting back. Okay, there's another way. There's another way to get more money. You know what I mean? Might not be what you want to hear or how you want to do it. But once you learn that, you mastered it, life will reward you. Okay, like there's something about values, morals, integrity happening in here, but control. Okay, this guy, he has control over himself, right? He doesn't let the outside circumstances dictate how he builds. He's the builder, right? And he builds because he is the builder. He's the builder, all right? Like I feel like I just like didn't speak proper English there. It's Mercury retrograde still, but he's the builder, right? Doesn't matter where he goes, he can still build. Hopefully these messages make sense to you guys because I get weird messages sometimes and I'm not a Gemini, so it's not that, I do have a Gemini MC, but it's not, I can't communicate like a Gemini can. You know what I mean? Like, you do have a choice, and it's about your foundation, okay? And it's understanding your circumstances do not dictate your foundation. You do. You decide. You decide. Uh, okay, what's healthy and what's not healthy for you. Okay, but this is honestly saying that okay, it's liability. It's taking liability for it. It's you taking responsibility for it. This is now like come to the point where it's like okay, you might be verbally getting upset and stuff like that about how everybody's doing this and everybody's doing that. Okay, well, Leo, you can't change that. Okay, you can change you, right? Those people that's showing you something. Those people might not be in your life um for what you thought. You know what I mean? Like you've got some toxic things around you that you need to fix. And it's not it and it, like I mean, I'm a Sag, okay? And I have a Sag Mercury, so I'm blunt. Um Honesty is the best policy. That's my motto. Um and whether or not a person wants to hear it, they're going to hear it from me because I can't hide it. It's who I am. You know what I mean? Like I'm a really bad liar where um, there's truth that you need to face, you guys, okay? And some of it's not going to be good truth, right? Like we're always part of the problem ourselves too, and we have to take responsibility for that. All right? We can't just be pointing the finger at other people, okay, Leos? We need to take responsibility and say, okay, I can't change what's happening around me, but I can change what's happening in me. Okay? I can change how I react to the situation. I can change how I'm going to communicate in the situation, and I can change what I'm going to allow into my life now. Okay, Leo, you need to put those boundaries up, and you need to put those healthy boundaries with yourself. What are you going to allow within yourself? Because the universe is trying to get you into this guy or woman, okay? Ground you. It's uncomfortable being grounded. You got to face some dirty facts, right? Facts here. This guy faces the facts. You got to face those facts, all right? Shitty circumstances around you, okay, you're being removed from that. Change is happening. You're being removed from that. Letting go, okay? Okay. Overall, what not to do, okay, is the lovers. So this is like wearing rose-colored glasses, you guys. Uh, this is making a choice. But you see in this card how she's also looking at the guy? Can you see that? Kind of looking over. Like, like, I don't see anything. Nothing's happening. I don't know what you're talking about, that type of thing. It's saying you can't do that type of thing anymore, whether that's within yourself or with somebody else. You can't do that type of thing anymore, okay? But you can't. Like with the blacksmith, I was seeing building the sword, okay? You need to see things from both perspectives before you move forward, okay? You need to see the fault that you've had in it, and you need to see the fault the other person has in it. Or you need to see the fault of what you've been allowing that no longer serves you, and then you have to see what you have been allowing that has served you. You do have some goodness around you, it's not like it's complete utter chaos, but it's saying like in order to get through this chaos, it's like life is trying to make you the conductor. You got quests you got to do, and in order to do those quests, you have to be given and you've gone through some quests here. I'll tell you that. I could see that. But in order, each one of those was to prepare you for the next one. Okay, like you get a tool from each one of those. You gain more strength, you gain more knowledge, you gain more wisdom, you gain more knowledge about what you do want, what you don't want, or who you are, or who you're not. Okay, it's putting these pieces of the puzzle together uh, to give you. It's almost like there's things that you gotta face that you can, like I said with this card, you can no longer ignore. Okay, like I'm included in this too, you guys. I got a Leo moon, you know what I mean? Like emotionally I can be quite if somebody gets me emotionally off balance, like it doesn't happen too often because I do have a lot in Aquarius. But if I do, I can be quite ruthless if I get upset. And the only time that usually happens for me um, is in bullying situations. I'm one of the nicest people you ever meet, but if you're like putting person down or you're bullying somebody, I turn into a pit bull, or I do not tolerate that under any circumstance. Um, there's things that you here can no longer tolerate. Um, but it's also realizing what you've been doing that you can no longer do anymore. You can't if you're brash with your talking, you can't do that anymore, it's saying, right? So like um if people are brash with their talking with you, well then you need to call them all on that when it's happening, right? But there is an extreme warning here, Leos. It's verbal verbal communication. You need to watch that because you could be self-sabotaging here, right? And we don't want self-sabotaging to happen. We want to avoid that. All right, you guys, hopefully that helped you out, and I will talk to you mid-months. Ciao for now.